So we've spent the day plumbing Brian's car here. As you can see inside, the air conditioning system is plumbed to the evaporator kit. All that's done, buttoned up inside. Heater hoses are plumbed and all that's buttoned up inside the car here. We routed the fenders or the hoses through the kick panel and out through the fresh air intake. We'll walk around to the front of the car and I'll show you what else we've accomplished today. We're really proud of the way our hose looks on this car. You don't see an awful lot of it, which is okay. But we like the looks of it better than the standard reduced barrier hose that comes in most kits. So the two heater hoses come through between the inner fender panel and outer fender panel here. The suction line comes out through here. High pressure side, you don't see any of the hose. It's back between the inner fender panel and outer fender panel. So nice clean look. We get the battery sitting in here. You'll see a minimal amount of hoses on the back of the compressor. You can see our two black service port Pure Stealth fittings on the back of the compressor. You see a little bit of the hose up here with the blue tracer in it. We've also got the steam port system plumbed in across between the two heads. The hose connecting from this port over to the radiator, I'll take that piece home with me and cut it to length and crimp the end on it, and that'll complete that system. Over here, you can, if you look down under the alternator, you can see that we have the power steering system plumbed with our new Pure Stealth power steering kit. That went pretty smoothly. We also have some flex lines from the master cylinder down to the chassis that are in the Pure Stealth black with blue tracer format there. And then we did a little work on the fuel system. So this car has dual fuel rails with two inlets on the back. There's an inlet on the back of each fuel rail. So we plumbed that in -6 Teflon braided stainless hose that has our Pure Stealth overbraid on top of it. Both of those hoses connect and they'll come down to this Y that'll mount to the firewall. And then below the Y fitting, there will be a pressure gauge to help adjust the pressure regulator. So he's got a little work to do connecting that up underneath the car, but all in all, we feel like we had a pretty successful day, and hope you enjoyed watching us install the Pure Stealth products. Brian, we've had a good day. What do you think?
Well, I think we had an excellent day. The car to me and my wife is extremely special. I mean, next year will be 43 years with it. And
Yep.
That said, we try to keep what we do to be as classy and not classy, I guess. That's might be not the right word, but we want it to be right. You know what I mean? And American made and right, and we're really high on that. And for you to come in and come all the way like you did, the two things that does for us, because the car holds a lot of memories for us.
Sure.
So this is yet another great memory. You have friends that drive all the way from Kansas to help you plumb a car, for God's sake. We're really blessed. Yeah. And we're blessed that it looks good and then it's going to I'm not worried about function. I'm not thinking, oh man, we did that, but I sure hope we can get to, the goal is to take the car in June and go out to, we want to go see Mount Rushmore. Yeah. And, but the truth is we've had the car too long to take a chance on something, especially as important as plumbing, because it affects every aspect of the car, the fuel, everything, you're cooling everything. So you can really have a big mess if you don't do it right. So I'd like to thank you for coming out and doing it right. Sure. And I think the braided, the way you're doing it, it's cool because no one's ever seen it before. And it's neat to be in a position where, hey, we've done something, or I haven't done anything, you've done it all, but we have something now that no one else has, so to speak. Sure. I'm sure that'll change.
Yeah, we hope.
And I hope, I know you hope it changes, but it's just, the car is a special car, and it's things like this, like you guys coming out and doing this, plus what you did. I mean, like I said, this isn't BS. This is really cool stuff. And I think it'll make a big difference for what's going on. And it just makes a difference to me, because the car's not going anywhere. I'll die with the car.
Yep.
And it's cool to know that it's taken care of, and that somebody took as much pride in it as Lisa and I do. Yep. To have you and Annette come in with the pride you had in the product line and doing what you're doing. And the passion, that's what our industry was built on, was passion, and you guys have it. And I love to share that passion with the car and love to share that passion with this whole industry, because that's what the whole industry is about. And you guys exemplify every word of what this industry is about. And that's why I was proud to have you guys come work on the car. I really, really was.
I've said this for years that at first glance, it appears to be about the cars. And that's true. At first glance, it does appear to be all about the car. When we go to a car show, when we go to an NSRA show or a Good Guys show or an independent event around the country, it appears that everybody's there because of the cars. And that's the one common denominator that brings us all together at the same place on the same weekend is the cars.
Mm-hmm.
But very quickly, it's not about the cars. It's about the people, and it's about the friends that you develop. And honestly, even the car itself, it's not so much about the car being finished. It's about the journey,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about the processes that you've gone through to build it. And for us, it was important and it was fun to come here and get to do something on a car that belongs to our good friend that's had the car forever, that will keep the car forever. And now we feel like we've contributed a little part into that journey,
A big part.
and a little part into the history of the car. And so for us, that was very important. And we're glad to be here and glad to be able to help on it a little bit.
Yeah,
So
it's just an old Chevelle. It ain't going to win the Riddler. It ain't going to win, the Sloanica or anything like that. But we've had a lot of fun. And there again, like you said, it's the friends that we've developed and met through the industry. Thank God for my job. I mean, I've got a great job. I got great people that support us. Skip was out today to see
Yep.
what was going on. And, it's awesome to think, there's times where you pinch yourself. It's like, holy crap, I really work for this company and I get to work with all these people and do this.
Yeah.
You can't complain. I talk to people that complain about their jobs all the time, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Because man, we've got it so good.
for us, we get up in the morning and we're ready to go, and we're
Yeah.
excited about what we get to do and the people that we get to work with.
I get paid to talk cars all day.
Yeah, and we help people with their passions, and that's what it's all about for us.
Amen. And
Absolutely.
man, this was awesome. I couldn't ask for anything better. Couldn't ask for it to look cooler. That's what is blowing me away. People are going to look at that and go, holy shit. They are really, that's going to be a cool deal, is showing when you lift the hood, and we're trying to hide it and make it look like a small block Chevy, but I think it always draws to the injection and also, and draws to the air conditioning. And when you start seeing those lines in there, they're going to go, why are those all the same? How did you do that? That's a type thing that I think is going to be really cool about the car.
To this point, there hasn't been a solution that allowed AC hoses, heater hoses, fuel hoses, brake hoses, transmission hoses, power steering hoses, all to look like they even belong on the same car, let alone match each other. So, that's what we're trying to accomplish, and that's what we're excited about. And again, it's been fun to spend the day here, and I think we made some progress, and we're excited.
So we get a lot further along than I thought we'd get, to be honest with you, for one day. I was worried about that. I thought, man, these guys are going to be 2 or 3 days here. Shit, you knocked it out. And what I like about it, you knocked it out, but it was very methodical, very thought out. It was, there's no doubt in my mind that, yeah, we did it in a day, but it wasn't half-assed in a day, so we could get it done today. We weren't watching the clock.
Yep.
And that's what's cool about it. We weren't watching the clock. It was just, it came together, and it comes together really nice, because it does make a really nice looking piece. I'm really happy to have it on the car. I really am. I think we just got to keep going so that when people look under the hood, they make sure we don't make you look like a fool. That's all.
No, I'm not worried about that.
I don't want to screw you up, because you've done great for us. This is awesome.
So that's going to wrap it up for the project for today. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share.